good day everyone. We are assigned to summarize all the chapters from chapter 11, 12, and 13. And the assigned topic to me is about staffing. So one of the management function of a company is staffing. It involves determining the number of employees you need and defining a process for hiring them. There is what we call job description. So it is a collection of tasks and duties. So dito, sa job description included are the title of the job, the tasks and responsibilities, the qualification, and the salary range. There are also alternatives to adding staff, and these are the freelancers, interns, and temporary workers. So for the freelancers, they are the workers who provide specialty services to business on an hourly basis. Example is the graphic designer, the bookkeeper, accountant, tutor. And sila yung mga workers na hindi regularly na nag-work sa isang company. So business owners use freelancers when they need to have a job done but do not have enough of the required type of work. So next is the interns. So students who will work for little or no pay in order to gain experience in particular job or in particular field. So usually included as interns is yung mga graduating students, and usually sila yung pumipili kung saang company sila magtatrabaho. So bakit ba nag-work ang students as interns? It is because for them na magkaroon ng experience, for them to gain knowledge and develop their skills na related sa field, sa course, or career interest nila. Next is the temporary workers. So business that need additional help often use temporary workers. Sometimes they are also called seasonal employees. So basically, nag-work sila as substitute for employees who are sick or on a leave of absence. And dito sa temporary employee, may tinatawag tayo na employment agencies, and sila yung nagpo-provide ng mga trained workers for various kinds of business, as well as sila rin yung nagmamanage ng salary ng mga workers na ma-hire as temporary workers.
Good day everyone, I am Siti Farhay Napolindao and I will be discussing dealing with business risk. As an independent business person, you will face many risks. Risk is the possibility of some kind of loss. Risk can be categorized as human risk, natural risk, and economic risk. So ano nga ba ang risk management? So ang risk management is taking action para ma-prevent or ma-reduce ang possibility ng loss to your business. You can avoid risk, assume risk, or transfer risk. So, there are three risks, which are human risk, natural risk, and economic risk. Human risks are those caused by the action of individuals such as employees or customers. Examples is shoplifting, employee theft, robbery, credit card fraud, and bounce check. So, ang natural risk naman are caused by acts of nature. Examples are storm, fires, flood, and earthquakes. So, the occurrence of any of these could bring about tremendous loss to your business. So, ang economic risk naman occurs because of changes in business conditions. Next, preparing to face risk. As an entrepreneur, you must be prepared to face all kinds of risk. You will need to decide the best strategy for dealing with risk. For example, if yung product na balak mong i-develop is hindi magmi-meet sa market needs, pwedeng you can decide to avoid financial risk caused by lost sales, like ihinto na lang yung production ng product. You may decide to assume risk if you determine the risk is low. If your market research indicates the product you are developing will be successful with your target market, you will most likely produce and sell the product even though there is still a chance of lower sales than expected. You will be able to protect yourself against financial losses from some risk by purchasing insurance. Insurance transfer the risk of financial loss to the insurance company. You will never know if kailan magkakaroon ng loss, pero you should have a plan of action in case when it does. You need a plan in place para kapag may mangyaring losses or if ever, pwede pang ma-recover and ma-restart yung business operation mo ng mabilisan. So to prepare for risk, you should do the following. Number 1, to determine what can go wrong. Develop a plan and communicate your plan.
Hello everyone, so my topic is all about dealing with business risk. So first of all, what is risk? So risk is defined as the possibility of loss, while the risk management is the taking action to prevent or reduce the possibilities of loss to your business. You can avoid risk, assume risk, or transfer risk. And there are categories of risk, which are the human, natural, and economic. So with human risk, it is caused by the individuals, and the example of it is theft and fraud, while the natural risk is caused by acts of nature, and its example is storms, fires. And lastly, the economic risk is due to changes in business conditions. So next, to prepare for risk, you should do the following. So the first one to do is to determine what can go wrong. Risk assessment involves looking at all aspects of your business and determining the risk you face. During this assessment, you should first learn the risks your business faces. Then number 2, decide how the risk would affect your business. Then last, prioritize the risk by the impact they will have on your business. So it is important to determine the risk so that you can lessen or more like know what to do when that certain problem or obstacle happened. So the next one is develop a plan. Complying with relevant laws, for example, is the OSHA or OSHA. Then utilizing resources like the National Safety Council for guidance. Then lastly, communicate your plan. Number 1, importance of communication with managers and employees. Number 2, assigning responsibilities to ensure proper implementation. Quality control, advertising, computer security, and emergency training are its examples. Then last, collaboration with managers and employees to address all the risk. So there are 5 types of theft. The first one is shoplifting. It is the act of knowingly taking items from a business without paying. So there are steps to prevent or reduce shoplifting. The first one is instruct your employees to watch for customers who appear suspicious. The number 2, hire security guards or off-duty police officers to patrol your store. Then 3, post signs indicating that you prosecute shoplifters. 4, ask incoming customers to leave their bags behind the counter. Then last is to install electric devices such as mounted video cameras, electronic merchandise tags, and point of exit sensors to detect shoplifting. So the next one is employee theft. If you own such a business, you may need to adopt the following procedures. So the first one is prevent dishonest employees from joining your company. Then install surveillance systems. Establish a tough company policy regarding employee theft. Then last is be on the lookout. So the third is robbery. Almost all businesses are vulnerable to robberies. You can choose what is considered a safe area of town to locate your business to guard against being robbed. You can also install deadbolt locks and burglar alarms. So you should choose a location which is considered a safe area, as well as you can also install such locks like deadbolt locks as well as the burglar alarms. So the fourth type of theft is the credit card fraud. To prevent stolen credit cards from being used to purchase goods, you can install an electronic credit authorizer. Then the last type of theft is the bounce checks. It's a check that is returned to you by the bank because the customer's checking account has insufficient funds to cover the check amount. Then the bounce checks are also called as the bad checks.
So now let's proceed to the classifications of risk. So the first one is the pure risk. This represents the chance of loss but no opportunity for gain. Second is the speculative risk. Offers you the chance to gain as well as loss from an event or activity. Third is controllable risk. Is one of that can be reduced or possibly even avoided by actions you take. Uncontrollable risk is one on which actions have no effect. Last is the insurable risk. If it's a pure risk faced by a large number of people and the amount of the loss can be predicted. So pure risk refers to the type of risk where there is only the possibility of loss or no loss without any chances of gain. Yun yung sinabi kanina. So in other words, it involves situations where there is uncertainty about whether a loss will occur, but there is no opportunity for profit. So, because it involves events such as accidents, natural disasters, yung may mga sakit, namatayan, or disability, where the outcome is either a financial loss or no loss at all. So, example ng pure risk is include yung mga fire, yung may mga sunog, thief, liability lawsuits, and medical expenses. So, the speculative risk naman refers to the type of risk where there both possibility of gain and the possibility of loss exists, meaning there is a chance for either profit or loss to occur. So, unlike yung pure risk, ito is which involves only the possibility of loss or no loss. So, speculative risk involves situations where there is uncertainty about the outcome, but there is also potential for gain. So, speculative risks are typically associated with investment activities, entrepreneurships, businesses ventures where individuals or organizations make decisions with uncertainty outcome in the hope of achieving a positive term. So, example naman ng speculative risk is it include investing in the stock market, start ng new business, or participating in speculative real estate ventures. So this speculative risks are generally not insurable because insurance companies are not willing to assume the risk associated with potential gains or losses resulting from voluntary decisions by individuals or businesses. So next is controllable risk. Refers to a type of risk that can be managed or mitigated through the specific actions or measures within individuals' organizations' controls. For example, naman dito is in a business context, controllable risks might include risks associated with internal processes, operational procedures, compliance, regulations, employee training, and safety protocols. So, controllable risks might involve decisions related to the budgeting, savings, debt management, and insurance coverage. Overall, ang controllable risks are those risks that can be influenced or managed through deliberate actions or decisions. It's the importance of proactive risk management in both personal and professional contexts. Kung meron tayong controllable, meron din tayong uncontrollable risk. This refers to the type of risk that cannot be managed or mitigated through actions or measures within an individual's or organization controls. So, itong risk na to ay typically external factors or events that are occur independently of any actions taken by affected party and such, and they cannot be influenced or altered by proactive measure. For example, ng uncontrollable risks, it include natural disasters such as earthquake, hurricanes, floods, wildfires, as well as geopolitical events like wars, political instability, and terrorism. So lastly is the insurance risk. This also refers to the uncertainty or potential for loss that insurance companies face due to the policies they issue. It encompasses the possibility that the insurer will have no payout claims to policyholders, which could exceed the premiums collected and result in financial losses for the insurance company. So, insurance company uses various risk management techniques such as diversification, reinsurance, and sophisticated modeling to mitigate insurance risks. Additionally, regulatory requirements and capital adequacy standards help ensures that insurers have sufficient financial resources to withstand unexpected losses and protective policy holders.
Hi everyone, good day. So today I will be explaining about what is ethics. So according to the book or ebook, ethics is a study of moral choices and values. It involves choosing what is right and wrong. Ibig sabihin, It's all about figuring out what is right and wrong, and ang ethics is like a guide for making good decisions in life based sa ating moral values. So it is very important to human interaction and societal well-being because it provides foundation for trust, fairness, justice, and guide decision making. So creating ethical behavior, we can create a more just, equitable, and sustainable world. Diba? So, let's proceed to cultures and ethics. Sabi dito, different cultures define ethical behavior differently. Ibig sabihin, for example, di ba, sa ibang country, kapag nagbigay ka, sa business context ito ha, kapag nagbigay ka ng gift sa amo mo, it's, ibig sabihin nun is appreciation, di ba, na-appreciate mo yung boss mo for his work and the way na it-treat kayo. But in some country, pagbigay mo ng gift sa boss mo, it's like a bribe, no? Na parang, gusto mo ng ganito, ganyan, na position, 'di ba? So, ganon. Sa Code of Ethics naman, ibig sabihin nito, according to book, a set of standards or rules that outlines the ethical behavior demanded by an individual, a business, or a culture is like a guide that tells people what is right and wrong. So, it helps everyone to understand how they should act in different situations para maging fair, honest, and at the same time respectful. So, for a company, it includes policies like treating customers fairly, no, yung hindi pagsisinungaling, yung hindi pagnanakaw. So, it is important na merong code of ethics sa isang organization, sa isang business, or sa isang institution. So, let's proceed to ethics and business. Sabi dito, business ethics is the application of the principles of right and wrong to issues that come up in the workplace. Businesses today recognize that they must behave in an ethical manner. In simple terms, business ethics is using ideas of what is right and wrong to make decisions at work. So, paano to siya ina-apply sa work to? It involves making sure that actions and decisions in a businesses are fair, honest, and respectful. Kaya meron din tayong code of ethics. So, companies now understand that they need to act ethically to build trust and maintain good reputation. So, business ethics is about companies doing the right thing in their daily operations. So, that's all. I hope you learned something. Thank you.